My tip?
Alright, I'm not gonna say that. Alright.
Bro, what's that?
Oh my.
I got courage now. Okay, come on, sit there.
We have a new guest,
He
guys.
wants us off. He wants us off.
Hey, Lukaku, what are you doing there, right?
How good is he? And it's Cristiano Ronaldo by himself. I don't believe it. That is beyond special. Again and again and again. What a ball! There's your fairy tale.
Welcome back, everyone. In our previous episode, we did our Champions League preview, so you can check that out and see our thoughts. In this episode, we're going to cover, we're going to give a rundown of how the leagues are shaping up so far. Of course, this is post deadline day, so we'll see how the clubs are shaping up, if they have any hope based on the players they signed, and we'll kind of give our thoughts based on our predictions from the previous episodes as to how things are shaping up. Of course, Jogi wouldn't have had his predictions, but he will just he will give his thoughts, and he will give us he could actually give us his prediction post transfer window. So we could get right into it. We'll start with the Premier League. Of course, Arsenal, they've been really a surprise package this season. They're top of the league. We're filming this September 3rd. So they're top of the league at the moment. They're in great form. And I think they really have a chance this season.
A chance to what?
I think they have a chance to make top four.
Well,
I don't think they're challenge, but what do you think?
Well, I originally put them fourth, and I feel I'll remain
Keep
them
them
in,
fourth.
keep them in that top four. I don't think they will win that title. I mean, come on, they're playing some real good football at the moment, but I don't think this squad is good enough, and it's still a fairly young squad to just win that Premier League. Obviously, Man City is Man City. They have a lot of experience in that team, as well as quality. Technical abilities are very well oiled machine right now. So yeah, I feel Man City. Well, I put Liverpool to win. I put Liverpool to win the Premier League, and right now they're looking very shaky. They have some injuries. Obviously, some men came back too. But I's not a pussy. I will stick with my predictions, and I feel I will still stick with Liverpool winning and Man City second, Arsenal fourth. And you want it? Well,
Yeah,
and Tottenham third. But
So
my side now.
so United not top four?
I didn't put United top four.
You're thinking it? After
If
the
I'm
day transfers?
well, I mean, we're on an unbeaten streak right now. We're playing Arsenal tomorrow. But I mean, whoever win tomorrow will come fourth place. Yeah.
Spicy.
So, but I like how United looking right now. We still have a lot of areas to improve on. But at the moment of recording, I like how United looking. We're on an unbeaten streak of 3 games right now. We're looking very good out of possession. We're still kind of shaky in possession, but we're improving. Our passing is getting way slicker and way better. We added, well, since we recorded now, but since the time we last recorded, we added Casemiro to the team, which is a brilliant signing.
Massive.
So, and well, we added Samba boy Anthony to the team. Obviously, he still has a lot to prove, but his potential is to the moon. So, yeah, that's my thoughts right now. Fourth place is probably between Arsenal and United. I put Chelsea fifth, and Chelsea wanted the in the mix too, but my top three remains the same: Liverpool, City, Tottenham. Fourth place is obviously between, for me, in my opinion,
Arsenal.
United, Chelsea, and Arsenal. So yeah, that's my yeah.
I think you.
I mean, before the season, with the addition of Haaland, I don't see anyone beaten City to this title. I know Liverpool lacking a bit right now, especially with the injuries. I know, the form not there. But we saw what Liverpool could do. We saw that, they brought it back even last year as well too.
Yeah.
So I still, when those guys come back, when Darwin gets firing, I think that little bumper losing Sadio was,
Yeah.
still probably getting over that.
He was a vital player in that team.
Definitely. Salah he had to catch some form from somewhere.
Yeah.
So,
with that big contract,
yeah, man, get the contract and he was like, all right.
And he just messing up men FPL. He messing up.
But I still think Liverpool have the next best squad in the Premier League.
Yeah.
So I feel I'll put Liverpool making up that deficit coming
Oh,
in
City's
second.
your winners, Liverpool.
City is my winners. Liverpool second.
Right.
I have a soft spot for Man U, mainly because Casemiro, Varane,
and Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo. I mean, I think Cristiano still has a lot to give to this team. I like Anthony as a signing. Hopefully, I know he's a bit sporadic in his form sometimes with Ajax, but I think he could do well. So I think that Man U side has a lot to it.
Right.
I would probably put them in fourth.
Right.
I do see Arsenal keeping up this form. I like them, but I like what they're doing. I like the players that have the age. I like what the guys doing. But I do see them keeping up this form. Tottenham, I think Conte gonna carry it down to the end. I think he's gonna keep that till.
He's a league merchant.
Yeah. And they men like Patois F.C. them ballers. I like what they're doing as well too.
I mean, Son not firing at the moment, but I would say they have the best. Other than City, they have the best attack in the league. If you on the day, Son, Kane and Patois F.C. or Richarlison will come in.
And Richarlison, yeah.
But Kane and Son is the best attacking duo in the league. You can't really debate me on that. Who's a better duo than Son and Kane in the league? I mean, you can say De Bruyne and Haaland, or Foden and Haaland, but I find Kane and Son, but they've proven it for years now.
Yeah. They've been showing it. They've been showing it
for a while.
Yeah. So I think definitely City, Liverpool, Tottenham, and Man U just for the sake of Real Madrid players them, I can't have Casemiro leaving our Champions League with inside and go to come sixth.
And Casemiro will unlock a lot of players in United because he brings a stability to the team. And we've been looking good defensively, and he will add an extra layer of strength to our team. So I'm really happy with that.
Especially with the form Eriksen showing as well.
Christian, he will unlock Eriksen.
Yeah, definitely.
He will unlock Eriksen.
Yeah.
So. Well, in terms of my predictions, I had City to win the league, and I'm not stepping off of that. I think they're just going to power past everyone. I said in a previous episode, I think this is a dynasty for City, and I think they're going to continue winning as long as Haaland is there. And I think nobody's stopping them. Arsenal, they have really looked good this season. I have to give it to them, even though they are London rival. They're doing their big thing. I used to think Arteta was a fraud. I still think he is a fraud, but I think that squad is just playing very good football. And I think they just really haven't gotten a test as yet. We'll see how they fare against the top 6 sides.
Well, tomorrow.
We'll see how they fare. We'll see how they fare against those sides. So for that reason, I won't put them second as yet. I will retain Liverpool coming second. I just think they have their players coming back now. They got Jota. Jota is back from the injury he had. I think Matip is back now as well.
What you say?
Matip.
Alright.
Yeah. The wing backs I think will regain form, even though they're getting rotated, which was a surprise. So I have City, Liverpool are going to stick with Spurs as well because I think they are well drilled team with Conte. The midweek games could pose a challenge. We'll see how they adjust to that. But I just think they have enough in them. They have a strong defense, and as Luma was saying, they have an amazing attack as well with Kulusevski, Son, and Kane. So I'll keep them in third. I really do want to put Chelsea fourth.
Wait. Sorry to interrupt. When you put Chelsea third?
And Did I put Chelsea? Yeah, I did put Chelsea too. You're right.
I
You're
think
right.
I don't know. I
You're
just
right,
guessing. I guessing.
You're right. You're right. Well, Spurs is gonna pip
So
Chelsea
you-
then.
Oh, so you're putting Chelsea forward now?
Yeah, I think Chelsea will come forward. I just think they kind of, all the changes that they had, they kind of not really playing as a team as yet. And it's too late now for them to really gel as a team and
Yeah.
actually push on to getting
But
or being challengers
Yeah,
or coming
yeah.
through in the league. So
we're
I put
still
them
keeping them in top four.
I will still keep them in top four. I think they have
yeah.
enough to,
How you
to,
think?
to get top four.
We haven't talking about them yet in the previous episodes. But how you think Obama blood clot he can go and do? How you think he go and do?
Well, I think we need a goal scorer. Of course, Kai, he scored today, pick up him, but he just looked out of sorts leaving the line. Tuchel tried Sterling up top. I just don't think Sterling is good up top. So I think Aubameyang, he's going to bring goals. I mean, you look at his XG every
Obama.
season. He's always scoring goals. I mean, he's like just over a goal every other game, which is perfect.
Yeah.
And I think he'll bring the goals. Yeah, he'll bring the goals for us.
I think he have at least 15 goals in him. I think so.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
Jorginho has been our top scorer last season. I think that's 7 goals, which is absolutely insane.
Yeah.
I don't know how we got top 4 with Jorginho scoring 7 goals, but we did. That's why I'll keep us in top 4, because somehow we get it done.
And well, 5th and 6th is between Arsenal and United, or
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
say 5th and 6th would
But
be
you
team.
have from what you have seen this season, you all have any like? Obviously, we've seen Brighton been doing well. We see teams like that. You all have any surprise packages you all want to change or talk about? Surprise packages.
In the previous episode, I had said Crystal Palace.
Crystal Palace,
Crystal
Remy
Palace.
Mills.
And I think they still look good. They had City at a point, but then City came back.
Yeah.
I like what Vieira is doing.
They played well against Liverpool too.
Mm-hmm.
Arsenal in the first game, they looked good in the second half.
Yeah.
I mean, they're growing, and they're trying their best. They have a good defense. The defenses, they're solid with Gehi and Anderson.
Yeah.
And then, of course, they have Eze, Zaha, Olise, all these talents up front as well too. So I think
Stick with
Crystal
them.
Palace, I'll stick with them as my surprise package. But Brighton have been awesome as well.
Right. Yeah.
The thing is with those teams, sometimes they'll get these great starts, but
And then it's
they
just
just
drop
had a
off.
tail off,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
the big boys rise to the top, you know.
I think the original top 6 will just remain the top 6.
Honestly, I wanted to see what Newcastle would have bring
Mhm.
this year.
Yeah,
Of course.
Still, you know, there's still so much to them.
Yeah,
So,
I find it very impressive. I like how Isaac looking too. Isaac is a
looked
new
very
signing
good.
for them.
Mhm.
But the only thing with Newcastle for me is the main attackers in St. Maximum and Callum Wilson. They always get injured, and
Yeah.
that's the. But Isaac is providing a good route for them too. But Newcastle is a very impressive team, and I like what Eddie Howe doing.
yeah.
And people will say that the future England. This is something I want to bring up. People will say, well, the media will say that the future of English managers is Steven Gerrard and Frank Lampard, which is totally false.
Nonsense.
The future of English managers is Graham Potter and Eddie Howe.
Eddie Howe.
Facts.
So
Facts.
yeah, that's but the Premier League going well so far. Very, very competitive. Very competitive. You don't know who going to be too. Majority of the times, you know. Obviously, you have your cities you expect to win the Liverpools, but it's very competitive so far.
Yeah, definitely.
And one thing I think also is that the World Cup coming up also, and I think that's going to disrupt a lot of teams with in good form.
Exactly.
So we could be watching the standings right now.
Yeah.
This could flip any second.
Because at the end of the day, the
Of
big
course.
teams,
Yeah.
basically, their whole squad is going to be going off to the World
Yeah.
Cup. You know?
Exactly.
So, we're going to get comeback January now.
The only bad thing is Haaland is getting a rest.
Haaland and Salah. So
Haaland and Salah,
yeah.
two big boys.
Yeah.
So, but right now Haaland just tearing up the Premier League, and he's gonna get arrested in that period. So,
But
unfortunately,
sometimes, you know, he might come back and
he could come back rusty. too.
Rusty, yeah.
Yeah, of
So-
course. I mean, the form is just gonna throw a form. I mean, team
You
could
will,
go into
yeah.
good form and
Yeah.
then World Cup could trade off.
Yeah.
Players could get injured, which could set back teams.
Because, I mean, Qatar, although having it in the winter,
Yeah,
the
The
climate
heat.
there is still
The
totally
heat.
different.
That's yeah.
You know, so you're not.
and the turnaround is insane. It's
Thanks.
like 7 weeks,
Yeah.
7 day turnaround from league football to
Yeah,
to
so
World
players
Cup.
are going to come back beat.
Yeah.
And right now,
Facts.
even so, the fixtures are real congested right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like every day have a game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and that
players-
is because of the
World
World
Cup,
Cup
yeah.
being in November.
Yeah.
They had to compress the schedule into midweek games. In terms of relegation, I think you had relegated Fulham.
No, I had relegated Fulham. I had relegated Wolves,
Well,
A big call though.
and I had relegate Nottingham.
yeah, fair enough.
Well, I had kept Bournemouth up, and Bournemouth proving a lot of people wrong. They probably have the weakest team in the league, and right now they're not last. They have 2 wins and a draw. So
Yeah.
I will stick with my prediction with Bournemouth in terms of Fulham looking real good. I said Mitrovic was a championship merchant, but he's proven me wrong.
Yeah.
He's looking real good. The thing that impressed me the most with Mitrovic is he used to lack in departments of his game, but his overall game right now looking real good and spot on.
Yeah.
He used to be just the physical player to score a header, but his whole play has improved his technical ability. So Fulham looking good, but I know Wolves. Before I predicted that they signed a lot of talent.
They have, yeah.
They signed Nunez,
Matthias
Nunez, and they signed Sasa from Bundesliga.
Gonzalo Guedes.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
signed
Gonzalo,
Gonzalo
yeah.
Guedes from Valencia. They signed really quality players. So I might have to change my predictions on that
Another
relegation.
Portuguese.
Yeah, I'm keeping. Even though Nottingham signed a whole 23 players,
20 something.
I'd predict them to get relegated, and I'm keeping them in our relegation.
Yeah.
Now the other 2, I might have. Actually, you know what? I'll still stick with Fulham in our relegation. I think they're looking good, but I still think they will drop off. I keep in my Bournemouth prediction to stay up. And the last Wolves recruitment has just impressed me. They now started to click. So I'll keep Wolves to stay up. And the last one I'll go with Frank Lampard and Everton.
Okay.
I hope Frank Lampard burns. I do like him. I'll go with Everton, to go down.
Fair enough.
And even though they drew Liverpool today, they played really good. But I mean, they just
He doesn't show it.
the team not showing it.
Yeah.
The problem with them is Frank Lampard is starting to show a little pragmatism to his game.
Yes,
But the problem with it is that front line, Dosko and Calvin-Lewin is probably the best outlet to goals, and he's always injured. You can't rely on, I don't know all you wanted Anthony Gordon for so much money, but you know what I mean?
He look wet today.
He look wet, but he's not really a good outlet for goals. Yes.
He scored 2 already this season, eh?
Yeah, well, that small thing, I don't think he passing 10 goals.
And I don't think he was worth that money either.
I don't think he passing 10 goals. I don't think he passing 10. No, Anthony Gordon, bro. Come now, man.
We'll see.
I do think they have a good outlet for goals, and Calvin-Lewin was the best outlet, and he's always injured. So I'll go with Everton to get relegated.
Alright, well, I had Forest. I had Forest to get relegated. I'm going to stick with them. Even though they signed an entire new 23 squad, I think they actually broke a record for the amount of signings they made, which was crazy.
Yeah.
But even despite those signings, they're going to get relegated. I also had Bournemouth to get relegated. They sacked their manager already, which is very telling after that 9-0. But yeah, I think they will still get relegated, even whoever they appoint, if it's Sean Dyke or whoever they choose. I don't believe they are set on a manager as yet. And then also I had Southampton, and I still think I will stick with Southampton.
You think Hassan Hutel has lost the plots?
I still think Southampton are gonna run stale at some point. They're way too inconsistent.
So you're keeping your...
I keep in my relegation.
Wait, you really like Lavia?
I really like Lavia, and I see Chelsea bid 50 for him, which Southampton declined, which was very surprising. Yeah.
So you're keeping your 3. Who's your 3? We didn't...
Before this season, I was looking at Everton, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna stick with that. I don't think they're gonna improve.
Yeah.
They're gonna have that 1 or 2 games where they surprise you.
Yeah.
I had the same. I had Forest as well too, and I had Bournemouth as well too. It was to me, I was surprised that this acting manager, because based on the competition that he faced, I mean,
Of course.
he wasn't expecting to win from those 3
No,
games.
of course
You know,
not. Mhm.
so I still think, but we all know he had a little issue with
He
upper
did.
management.
Of course.
Yeah. So
Anytime
I
you
think.
call out.
Yeah.
They have the
Their problems.
weakest team in the league. They have
Yeah.
the weakest team in the league. They didn't really help him in terms of
Yeah,
Not
it
at
was
all.
basically him and the team, you know, against
Mhm.
it. So, I honestly, I'm gonna stick with that. I go in with Bournemouth, Everton, and Forest.
for us.
Yeah, I think Leicester, their form is shit right now.
But it's
But
Leicester.
they're gonna find something.
They have a
They
good
have
team.
a good squad.
Two
Have
good
a
of a
good
team
team.
together.
Yeah.
The team is too good to get relegated.
Yeah.
I would
And
agree
we
with that.
never know.
And I
Probably.
mean, West Ham right now.
No. West Ham ain't getting relegated.
Yeah.
Well, you know that, man. You know that.
Scamaka.
Paqueta, you really think Paqueta will let them get relegated?
Yeah, they ain't getting relegated. Alright, so that was our Premier League review of August. So we're going to get into La Liga now, which is Joey's specialty. We watch it as well too, but we don't religiously follow it. Right now, Joey's team is on top.
Yeah.
Madrid is on top.
Surprise.
Barca second. Betis is third, and
Yeah.
right now Bilbao is fourth. But I mean, that could always change.
Yeah, I mean, well, Madrid beat Betis today. Probably the first game in about 6 games we scored against Betis. The last time before today was Ramos who had scored against Betis. So Betis is a good squad. They have a good squad. They're doing well. They're playing good football. They have Joaquin there. I mean, I love Joaquin. You know, a legend of Spanish football.
Of course.
I still think Real Madrid has, as much as Barcelona has improved in terms of their squad depth. They probably have a better overall squad than us. When you look at the numbers, you look at the players, you know.
In certain parts, for
Yeah, in
sure.
certain parts,
for
but
sure.
I still think that there's gonna be slip-ups that Real Madrid would not have. I still think Xavi is learning. We saw last year, coming on to the end, some games where but again, different players.
Yeah.
But again, your manager put you out there to do a job.
Yeah.
I still feel there's gonna be some kind of teething process with that Barcelona squad. They're gonna fight. Today I was thinking to win this league with that Barcelona squad, Real Madrid has to get over 90 points. They have
Yeah.
to. So, I mean, hopefully I see a lot of fight coming out. Same just as last year, coming into the season. I believe Real Madrid gonna stick with it. They're gonna stay on top. They're not gonna let that league slip away.
So our next double for Ancelotti.
Of course, King Carlo. But Barcelona, I mean, I hate to praise them, but they did well in the transfer market.
Yeah,
They did well in fixing their financial issues.
exactly.
And they're always gonna be there in the league, but they're gonna be much more of a problem this year.
Yeah.
So, for me as well too, I don't see Betis staying there. Betis, and even last year we saw Sevilla, who was challenging at the top as well too, and they just kind of fade away.
Yeah.
Atletico is always fine. They were creeping back up inside. So to me, Atletico probably gonna come in
Creep back
and
in
nab
that.
that third spot there.
Yeah.
And fourth is always a fight up. I love Athletic, the squad. I love their values as a team. You know, with only the best players and whatnot.
Yeah.
You know, so Villarreal playing good football too. So it's a fight up for fourth.
Fourth, for
It's
sure.
gonna be a fight up for fourth.
It's very unpredictable.
Because as much as you all follow the Premier League, you know the money is there.
Of course.
Yeah.
Spanish teams lose a lot of players this year,
Yeah.
and the Spanish league, they're way harsher on the financial fair play.
Yeah. Of
Right.
course.
So not even Barcelona, it was a lot of squads that fight to register players.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
You
you
know.
could touch on that a bit too, because in terms of the Premier League and the La Liga actually has a salary cap that
Salary
the teams
cap,
have to
yeah.
stay within,
Yeah,
which Premier League does not have.
does not. So I know that they released a list with 8 or 9 teams last that come out.
Mhm.
The financial fair play rules, I think they get
Yeah,
fined
yeah.
or something like that.
Mhm.
And you would see people were surprised not to even see Barcelona there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is, because of what the La Liga chiefs they put into place,
Of course.
the Spanish teams end up always abiding by the financial fair play rules because of these strict salary caps.
Yeah.
You know, So I mean, it's good for the health of the club, you know, but also bad in terms of attracting talent now.
Of course.
Being able to register players, being able to pay those players,
Yeah.
and then we don't have that revenue, that TV revenue that like the Premier League might have.
Of course.
And the kicks is there. Premier League is the far financially superior league in compared to La Liga.
Yeah.
But in Europe, La Liga
Europe.
always
I think it's
always just
I think it's like we went La Liga teams would have won like 17 in the last 19
Jeez.
fine against English
Against
opponents.
English,
Yeah.
you'll always do well. Majority time in terms of history, you'll always
Yeah.
beat us
Triumph
in Europe.
in
Yeah,
Europe,
You know.
That's true.
So you'll have a bet. I would say we are probably the far superior league in terms of finance and well, in terms of talent we get there because
Yeah.
you'll still have a lot of talent.
Yeah.
But in terms of mentality, La Liga is probably
La Liga, I mean, if you follow both leagues, La Liga to me definitely, technically, is a better league.
I would agree,
technically,
so,
Yeah, but the product of the Premier League, you can't fight it.
Yeah, you can.
You know?
in terms of intensity, Premier League is probably
Yeah,
higher.
yeah. Because in La Liga, you get a lot of teams playing with a low block system.
Of course.
You're
Yeah,
not
yeah.
going to see that in the Premier League.
Yeah.
The fans go boo them out of the park.
Exactly. Exactly.
Only had
That's true.
only have a few teams that did that Burnley. Burnley was last season, but Premier League and more. Premier League, you could if you're comparing it to league, you could compare it to league, a physical league with high intensity.
Yeah, intensity.
Yeah.
Of course. So
So
the thing is between the two leagues is in Premier League, any team could win at any point. Like we see bottom of the table could be top of the
Yeah.
table.
yeah.
We'll never really see
Yeah.
that in La Liga. It's
Yeah.
very rare you'll see that happen.
Yeah.
And that's also because of how the broadcast rights are divided up in La
Yeah.
Liga.
In La Liga as well.
Real
too,
Madrid and Barcelona
You
take
mean you
most
say
of
like Real
share.
Madrid and Barca have a bigger gap?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Real Madrid and Barca get most of the share of
Yeah,
the
shares,
yeah.
broadcasting rights. Atletico Madrid as well is up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And well, the rest of the teams have to kind of fight up.
They
Whereas
fight,
in the Premier
yeah.
League, they share, all teams share the broadcasting
Like
rights
it-
equally.
If you look at the spending, look, simple thing as Nottingham who now came up, what they able to spend.
150 million or something
You
like
can't
that.
see a team like Girona
You're not
doing
see
that,
exactly or Almeria who now come up.
Yeah.
Almeria come up and they had to sell their star striker, Sadiq, you know. So it's
It's true.
yeah.
It's true. It's true.
So you're not seeing
And,
that.
and also, if you, I don't know the exact figures, but the net spend of the Premier League compared to La Liga after this window was sickening.
I think
I
the
think-
net spend was what, like 2.something billion or something like that.
I
in
think
Premier
I
League.
saw 1.7 billion.
No, it literally the Premier
spent
League,
for the Premier
the
League.
Premier League net spend equal
The
to
top
literally
five.
the top four.
Yeah, the
the
Yeah.
top
other-
5 leagues.
It was sickening.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw that graphic,
yeah.
yeah.
Really different.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the Premier League obviously is the far superior financially.
So drawing back to the
top.
league itself, what you think?
I put Barcelona to win and I'll remain with Barcelona. Sorry, Real Madrid fan now.
That's fine.
I'll
yeah.
remain with Barcelona.
Yes, you said it in the last video, and
Yeah,
I like to
yeah,
count us out.
So I'll stick with Barca, and then I'll put Real second. I put Atletico third. I think they're in a little rut right now, but I think they will always bounce back.
Yeah, they
that
do.
third place is luck for them
Yeah.
majority of the time.
For sure.
And I put Villarreal fourth, and I'll stick with Villarreal
Yeah.
fourth. I find they're
That's
looking,
yeah.
they're looking really good, and I really like their manager Unai Emery. He's a mon. He's a beast. He's a beast. So I'll stick with my prediction for that La Liga.
Fair enough. Like Loom, I also had Barcelona to win, and I will probably stick with that. Although Jogi made a good case for Madrid, and I think Carlo over Xavi is actually a great point because I think Carlo has the experience over
Yeah.
him. That will be crucial
No
in the
denying.
title race. But I just think Barca have done enough in the transfer market to clip Madrid, and I just don't think Madrid did enough in the market again. They signed Tchouaméni, and I mean, if Benzema gets injured,
That's
who really-
trust
who
me.
really
Yeah.
starting up
Trust,
top for them?
I asked him the same question.
Mariano.
We paying Mariano to leave, and the man don't want to leave, bro.
Yeah, I think striker and right wing was really a position
Yeah.
they needed to improve in, which they didn't.
It really was Mbappe over.
Even though Rodrigo showed
Rodrigo,
potential.
yeah. And if you look at the game today, they did not play. They was playing Fede at right wing for the past few games, and
Yeah.
even the final Champions League final.
Yeah.
Of course.
But they bring in Rodrigo in the right wing,
And he looked-
right? And what they were doing to Rodrigo was coming onto the left wing, overloading the left wing with Vinny and Benzema, and that created a lot of chances for us.
Okay.
And then at the midway through the second half, bring on Fede, but did not take off Rodrigo. So Fede and Rodrigo overload and were
On the
making
right-
that overlapping runs
the
and
right
stuff
side.
on the right side, which, so I mean, Carlo, compared to the first time, his first spell as
Yeah.
Madrid manager,
Showing a lot of flexibility.
he did not rotate at all,
Yeah.
and that's what killed us in the 2015 season.
That's
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
He had his set team, and that was it.
Mhm.
Now he's showing that he's willing to make those changes, especially with having Rudiger there. Rudiger helps right back, left back, centre back,
Yeah.
and Rudiger all over. Chouameni, Camavinga, Fede, Cruz. We have Ceballos decided to stay. Ceballos, to me, I mean, Arsenal fans might not,
Appreciate.
consider him quality, but
I see a lot of I really see that difference.
Yeah,
I see a lot of
yeah.
Madrid fans actually
based on what he
appreciate him.
did at the NA Champions League season and the NA League season last year, and what he's doing now,
Mhm.
he's bringing a lot of quality to the side.
Mhm.
Ball retention, holding on to the ball, progression, everything like that. So
Yeah.
we have that depth in the midfield, and
You have 6 quality midfielders.
exactly.
For
The
sure.
only problem is if there's any injury, which hoping there's not in the attack.
Could be a problem.
It's,
The attack is the problem, you would say.
'Cause-
For depth.
yeah,
Yeah.
because I mean, other than that is Hazard. and
Asensio.
and Asensio, which Asensio could get 10 goals a season, but
Yeah.
He's still
He's
a
not the
little
most reliable,
frustrating
he's not the most
sometimes.
reliable,
Yeah,
Of course.
so
Well, I think Madrid will go as far as Benzema will carry them. That's why I have them in second.
yeah.
Because I don't want to wish injury on a player, but I mean the depth, you have to factor in the depth argument there. I had Atletico third, I will stick with that. They alluded to it, Atletico will be back. And then also I had Betis fourth, which I will stick with because I think they actually looked very good to start the season, and I think they could carry that form once Fekir is fired.
Yeah.
And did
He got
Nabi
injured
wanted
today,
to
though.
go
He
Barca?
got injured today.
Yeah, he came off today.
Jeez, hopefully it's not a bad injury.
Yeah.
And I see him on the deadline day.
Yeah.
There was a rumor, it was like...
Oh yeah, so that with
To go
Barca,
Barca,
but I think that was false.
That was false.
Yeah.
That was false. Yeah, so sticking with that, now that we covered La Liga, we could go on to
Yeah.
this league, boy.
It really hard to
It's
predict.
sticky.
Impossible to
It's
predict
sticky.
right now. Let me give you all a rundown. We have Napoli, Milan, 11 points each. Atalanta, Roma, 10 points each. And Juventus and Inter, 9 points each. So from 6th to 1st, we have 3 points separating.
Well,
Oh.
I mean, if Roma win tomorrow, they're on top
Yeah,
of the league,
top,
right?
I mean 3 points, 2 points, 2 points separating 6 from.
Jose.
And I
Some
remember,
fruits.
I remember the last episode, men clown my Roma prediction. And I'm sticking with Roma first. I'm sticking with Roma first. I'm sticking with Mourinho. I think they're coming out for blood this season. They have a very good team on paper.
Yeah.
So I'm sticking with Roma first. I had AC Milan second, sticking with them too. They just firing.
Yeah.
They firing. They have a very good team as well. Rafael Leo is a top talent.
Chelsea again,
Nah.
please.
Who I had third? I think I had Napoli third. And I think my Serie A prediction's spot on, man.
Yeah,
I put
yeah,
I put Napoli third. Osimhen is a very good player. They have a few new young players replacing men like Insigne. So yeah.
You can't pronounce
Thinking
it.
what the name. I don't think about
I can't pronounce his name properly, but they have a few new players in that squad, but they still a very solid team.
Yeah.
I really like Osimhen.
Yeah.
He could potentially he would probably be competing with Vlahovic and men like that for that top score this season. And I had Juve fourth, and I'll stick with them fourth. Juve have a very good squad on paper, but it's just as I say, it's just the manager I really like. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets sacked in the middle of the season or something. I wouldn't be surprised. So that's my Roma, AC, Napoli, and Juve. Inter kind of shaky, and they have a very good side on paper as well,
Yeah.
but I just leaving them out. I think the fourth place will be between them and Juve. So
Yeah.
that's my take.
What do you think about Atalanta?
Nah, boy, I don't think they make it top four. I don't think they make. They have a good team as well, but and they will always be competing. They will always be there.
Yeah.
But I just don't think. And they lost Gossens to Well, Gossens he went Juve.
Cousins.
Not Juve.
Really?
He went
I know Froiler went
Freuler went to Nottingham.
Forest.
No, Freuler went to Nottingham and Gossens went somewhere else. He went somewhere else in Europe, I think. I think he's out of Syria, but
Yeah, Premier League basically drain every league.
yeah, Premier League draining every league. But Atalanta always there, but I just don't think they're strong enough to make top four.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So
In my predictions, I had Juventus in first. I think they'd been a shaky start to the season, inconsistent results, but I'm gonna stick with them to come first, just because I think Vlahovic could power them. They have Di Maria. Hopefully, Pogba will give them a big boost once he comes back, whenever that is. Hopefully,
When
he
will stop
don't
that
cast no
works.
spells, or maybe he might cast spells on the next league,
Yeah.
on the next teams, and that might bode in my favor. But I have Juventus first. I'll stick with that. I think in second I have Milan, I believe. So I'll put Milan second. This thing Milan just looked great. Rafael Leao probably gonna win Player of the Season. Third, I believe I had Inter, I think, or Napoli. I think I had Napoli third. So I will stick with that. And Napoli look very strong. As you're saying, Oxenman is a beast. I think he's a really good player. He has possible world-class potential as a striker.
yeah.
I think I was really surprised how they bounced back from losing a leader like Koulibaly, but they seem to be ticking on so far.
Yeah, they're there, man.
Yeah.
And then in fourth, I think Inter. As you said, they're really manager either, and I want to see Lukaku not win anything this season. So I think
So you're changing your fourth prediction or you're staying with
no, I
it?
stay with
Stay
Inter.
with it, alright.
Yeah. I don't know if it's bias, but I want to see Roma win.
Yes, boy. Yes, boy.
I love Jose Mourinho. I love him.
Of course.
And I love what he's doing with this Roma side as well too.
That is a really good side
It's
on
a
paper
good
right
side.
now.
And you see in the city of Rome loves him as well too. You know, I think he loves Italian football. I think
fell in love
he's
with it.
happy there.
Yeah.
It's a long time we see Mourinho smiling like he smiles, you know, in Roma. And then they add Belotti as well too.
They have real attacking them now. They have Dybala, Zaniolo, Belotti,
Yeah.
Tammy.
Tammy,
They have real men, real Pellegrini, real. They have a lot of good players right now.
They are looking real good as well too.
Of course.
So I really believe that they're gonna push on from that conference win. They're gonna push on and they're gonna be fighting for that top spot. So for me, I hoping to see them win Serie A. I think Milan has what it takes to be there as well too. But again, I feel they're just gonna get pipped it. So Milan second for me. Napoli third. I just like the football they're playing. I like Napoli as a side. I always like Napoli as a side. Juventus, same thing. They've been too inconsistent. Inter for me too inconsistent. I think there's a lot more things behind the scene with those squads that sometimes we don't really see.
Of course.
So I think I feel Juventus is gonna be fourth. Yeah.
But me and you.
Yes, when I was listening to it, I was like, yeah, that's
So,
basically the same thing with me. Inter, I don't mind if they come 6th or 7th or something. I don't mind, so we could take Barella off for them.
Oh, much midfielders.
No, you know,
Six quality midfielders and you are next one.
yeah,
But-
Cruz and shorter.
Oh, well, yeah, that's true. To replace
to renew Cruz, he ready to,
Tell them come United.
Yeah.
You know, we taking all.
No, you all had that chance, I saw a time a Man U, I wonder if it was Goldbridge or one of them, boy. One of those guys, and they said that at 30-year-old Cruz, what we gonna do with that? And Cruz has won how much Champions League since then.
Yeah.
Goldbridge good.
But
Right.
yeah, that's my top
That's
4
your
there
top
for
four?
the Serie A.
Alright, fair enough. We try to go through these last ones pretty quickly. We have Bundesliga now.
Bayern.
Right now,
I mean,
right now, Bayern not on top.
But let's be real.
This is as of this episode. Freiburg is somehow on top. I don't know where the hell that came from. Dortmund in second, and Army's pick for fourth is actually fourth, Union Berlin.
Oh shit.
So big up Army.
Big up Armies.
So what do you think? You changing anything?
Yeah, I think Freiburg will win the league. I will stick with Bayern.
Yeah.
I had Dortmund second.
Mm-hmm.
I actually had Leverkusen.
Yeah, Leipzig or
I
Frankfurt?
had Leipzig third.
Yeah, and Frankfurt.
Frankfurt fourth.
Yeah.
So I'll stick with our predictions. Leipzig kind of shaky on that table right now, but but I feel they'll come back up. So I'll just stick with my original predictions for that. So
Alright, yeah, I'll probably stick with mine as well too. I had Bayern, Dortmund, Leipzig, and who was my third, fourth, right? I want to think it was. Who was my fourth here, right?
they fall down the table.
I can't even remember. I think it was. Anyhow, yeah, I stick with my predictions of Bayern, Dortmund, Leipzig, and how do you say Frankfurt? Yeah.
I had Bayern, Leipzig.
You sure you didn't have Leverkusen?
Bro, is that?
Oh my.
I got courage now. Okay, come on, sit there.
We have a new guest,
You want
guys.
to know? You want to know?
Hey, Lukaku, what are you doing there, right?
Game out. Right.
Yeah.
So I had Bayern first. I had Leipzig second. I think their squad, even though they're down there, I mean,
They bound
the
up, yeah.
Bundesliga to me is a cakewalk for these teams. I think they're gonna come back up. I would have had Frankfurt in third, just based on last season. You know, and Dortmund losing Haaland and Sebastian Haller, but still having enough quality to come fourth.
Yeah. That's
Alright,
a
fair
good
enough.
prediction.
Fair enough. Alright, Bundesliga, Bayern Liga,
League.
onto the Farmers League.
They're still one of the top 5 leagues and they drop out and they were 6 for a while or something.
I think the top 5.
This year they come back
I
in
think
top 5.
Portugal and them kind of bounce out.
Okay, right.
So you think PSG or Jogi might want Marseille to win? The way they were talking about.
I love that Marseille side. I love that Marseille side.
I had PSG first. I
Yeah.
mean, where's I go for first?
Yeah.
The thing is, I don't remember my predictions for it because I don't watch the league now. I really don't. I really
we
don't.
do top 3.
At least you're
Top
honest.
3, we did top 3. I really know. I don't watch this league at all. It don't even show on Trinidad and TV. So I mean it does on ESPN, but only the PSG game.
Yeah.
PSG.
So watching this table though, I'll go with PSG first. Lyon second. No, wait.
I think you had Leon second.
I had Lyon second.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had Lyon second.
because
Lyon.
I Paqueta, but he know
But you
understand.
know, yeah.
I'll stick with Lyon second, and I'll go with Montpellier. I just wanted to pronounce it. I think who I had third, boy.
I think you had.
Was it?
I had Lille.
Lille.
I had Lille, so I'll go with Lille third. Yeah.
Lille
I'll
is
stick
on-
with my prediction. I know.
Little third?
Yeah, I'll stick with it. Yeah.
Well, yeah, seeing as I picked PSG to win Champions League, the better I had win Liga. So I'll stick with PSG first. I believe I had Lyon second. So I'll stick with that. Even though I think Marseille could beat them to second, I think it will be a fight for second between those two teams. And lovely surprise package, Lens, Montpellier, Rennes, they kind of in the mix as well too, but I think Lyon and Marseille just have too much quality to bet against them.
Yeah.
I would have had Lille in the top 3 before the season start.
And
But-
looking shaky right now.
Yeah. And then losing the manager as well too. It's
Of
because it's Gauthier came from Lille, right?
Right,
Yeah.
So PSG, I mean, you can't fight them here. You know, It's always look close for a while, and then they go like 15 points ahead around the
league
tier.
wrap up back
Yeah. So
once they play those top 3 teams.
yeah. I would like to see Marseille there keep fighting. So for me, Marseille second, and based on how things going right now, Leon
Leon
hold
third,
out that too. Leon had to get back up there into Europe's elite. I think
mean,
we've been missing them for a while.
Look at PSG goal difference already, 20 goal difference.
Yeah.
Look at it. I mean, this is why this is why I think they struggle sometimes in the Champions League too, because the intensity in that league is not it's not intense as if you're playing
It's the same thing like Bayern as well too.
Yeah, I mean, you're ruling over these teams and then you come up against a good team in like a Real Madrid or something, man. You know, it's a whole different ball game. Whereas the Premier League, in my opinion, is intense every
day.
week. Every week. So
For sure.
yeah, so I feel that is the kind of thing with PSG, but Johnny say PSG winning the Champions League, so let me see what happens. But
If Sergio Ramos stays fit, look at it.
Win the Champions League or the league?
Now that's the leader in the team for me.
for me,
Fair enough.
for me, Verratti is the best player.
Yeah,
I really love Verratti. But so yeah.
Yeah, well, that covers all top 5 leagues. I think we had a good discussion about the form and the surprise packages. Not many changes. I think we stick into our guns for the most part, which is reasonable because we're only about 4 and 5 games into the league and most of the leagues. So there's still a lot of football to play. What I was gonna say is there any teams that kind of stood out? We talked about all the leagues. Are there any teams that really jumped out at you over these 4 to 5 weeks?
Well, I put Roma to win, but a lot of people didn't really think Roma would be doing so well. Brighton is our next one, but they lost last week. Well, let's see what they do this week for me to be saying about Brighton as our next one. I think the rest is pretty same kind of straightforward stuff. Yeah.
What you would expect.
What about you, Julia? Any La Liga images?
I like
use our La Liga so that we hear.
Yeah, no, well, I like the Almeria side as well too now coming up, but again they don't have the back end to keep the players that they need to, like Ramazani and Sadiq and stuff like that, which are really top players. Betis, as you said as well too, you like them. Betis, I love Betis as a side. I think they're gonna be like a surprise package, and hopefully they continue building in La Liga. Marseille as well. I keep talking about Marseille. I like them. I like them. So, and Roma as well too. I really want to see Mourinho win a big trophy again. I think they've been counting them out. They focus on Pep and Klopp and these guys and say Mourinho time is over, but
he football not more than enough. But I think he's adapted his game.
He has.
I think he has adapted.
Mourinho has won everywhere he has gone.
Yeah.
If as a Man U supporter, Mourinho's the last one to bring.
Mourinho say he best achievement with us was winning our Europa League and coming second.
Probably his hardest achievement.
He best achievement.
So why he didn't tattoo that on his shoulder?
He didn't feel the love.
Well, based on my surprise package, I would say probably Brighton for sure. Brighton look really good in the Prem. And I think Union Berlin, I think they're very surprising because they lost a lot of players in the market, yet they're still sticking around. They're kind of like a new Leipzig, sort of in the Bundesliga. Apart from them, I think Atalanta is a big surprise. I think a lot of people thought Gasperini was finished, but it doesn't look so. It looks like Atalanta will be sticking around.
Well, I know this is Arsenal. They haven't played like any big teams yet, but I mean, do you think it's a surprise that they won all 5 games? Because we know Arsenal always starts off shaky. It's a surprise that they.
I think.
But tomorrow we will see.
You have to give Jack his jacket. I think Arsenal definitely look good, but I think they didn't get a challenge from any of the top 6.
Tomorrow we go see that is
top 6 sides.
Well, we don't need top 6, but I mean, you know what I mean. Now they go see something. They go see something.
Top 6 side. All right. Well, it was a great episode. Thanks everyone for tuning in. thanks Jogi for taking part. I'm
course,
sure
of
we'll
course.
see him more in
Well,
throughout the
Sign
season,
a
sign
the
contract.
sign the contract.
Let me replace the boss one time.
2 weeks I'm missing.
Amis, it look like your time is spent. Loom ready to kick you off the show.
Me a kicking over.
We gotta get some diversity. We got 2 Man U supporters, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
and we have an expert outside of the Premier
Outside,
League now.
yeah.
Yeah, so it was great having you.
Big
and
up.
Appreciate it.
Thanks everyone for
Big
watching.
up all the big up the cameraman.
Big up the cameraman Alice there
Working hard.
as well. If all they need any shoots, hit up him.
Big up the DJ, fuck that.
We just
For keep staying here and keeping the place open
we
first.
here we go in our
big
vibe, and we will continue to do so. So like, subscribe, hit that bell to get the notifications. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you all on the next one.
Peace.
Good time.
Thank you. Thank you.